Hey, I'm back with another question, and I need an answer. Please, somebody help me. It's killing me. Listen, I just want to know where is the point in history and what was the event that happened that made us collectively decide to actually become instead of fighting back, resisting about what they said about us, but actually becoming that? When did we decide it's all right to be lazy, right? And when they call us lazy, it's because they know who we truly are. They know what we are truly capable of. They know that the God who created this earth, right, is inside of us and dwells in us. But we are so lazy that we don't even look inside of ourselves and connect with who we truly are. They know we're not lazy when it comes to jobs and stuff. They know they conditioned us and programmed us and trained us already to be little robots and work hard and strive hard to try to one day make it to the top and work, enslave ourselves and make sure we don't mess up a job that gives us a barely amount of money to survive. They know that. They know that they got that down set. So they know we're not lazy when it comes to that part, the surface level, right? But they know because they still are in control of the systems and they still are feeding and building generational wealth off of our backs and our labor and our minds and what we create, and that we're not doing it for ourselves and just a small amount of set aside people, like, people who are actually millionaires and billionaires is scarce, right? They know that we all are capable of that. All of us. All of our families are capable of that, but we too lazy to get the knowledge and figure out how to tap into that and to remember who we are. They know that. So why we want to keep being lazy? Y'all remember that poem? I know when y'all was introduced to it at least once. What happens to a dream deferred? Why are we still chasing the American dream that was never our dream in the beginning? That was a dream that they gave us, right? That's not our dream. That's not our dream. But what happens, as Langston Hughes said, what happens to that dream? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or does it fester like a sore and stink? We stinking up the joint. That's what they tell us. We are stinking up the joint. That's why they say that we are animals, because animals can stink. They don't bathe, right? They just walk around stinking and they don't care. And we out here like animals stinking up the joint because let we are letting our dream defer. We are setting it aside because we became lazy. We are no longer searching and fighting on how we can be liberated, how we can actually restore our sovereignty with what was really stolen from us, not our freedom. They stole something bigger than freedom. We free. We free in a sense, right? We're controlled. That means we're not sovereign. That means we're not liberated as a people, because they still got their hands in everything we do, and we still giving it to them. They don't gotta fight for us. They don't gotta fight for our labor no more. We giving it to them for free and giving it to them for pennies on a dollar. We accepting jobs that pay $15 an hour and happy about it. That's what we doing when we could build our own empire if we start at the right time, right? But no, they condition us in the schools, and we believe. I was there. I believe that once I go to school, I'm gonna get out of college. I'm gonna get a good job. I got my first job, and then I'm like, they're like, yeah, they giving us up, amping us up because they know we young and dumb, and we in the interview and they amping us up like, yeah, one day if you work hard enough and you be on time and you put in that extra effort, the extra work that they're not really paying us for, the extra effort, one day you can run this company. Run it. Give us more duties and more jobs, but never say we can own it. Never say that we can have it. Never say that we can give our family members a job in that company that is beyond the living wage. But we are accepting the bare minimum because we are no longer in chains. But it is way deeper than that. And all we got to do is pick up a book. All we got to do is listen to somebody who knows something, who lived it and been through it, who applied it, and actually do the same. Follow suit. It's so many people out here that actually have good information that can actually help us to get where we're supposed to be right now. We're going backwards instead of forwards. That's what they warn us about a lot of times, that we still in chains. We are going backwards. Where's the progress? I want to know. Where is it? Maybe I'm missing something, right? Maybe I'm missing something in my little box, in my little bubble that I'm in. I don't know. But somebody give me some answers. Help me out. I got the playbook on how to remember who you are. And once you remember who you are, then you can apply it to your life. And I did this by researching and studying those that came before us. James Cone, he figured it out, right? So many people figured it out, but we think the answers are hidden. They're not hidden. They're hidden in plain sight. It's a phrase that I heard before that say if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book. But that's also a play on the the training and the conditioning that they gave us, because at one time, remember, it was illegal for us to read and write. So that's why they created books and they created language and they created all these things to keep us from remembering who we are. And once we remember that as a collective, then we rise up and we will be in control, right? It's a prophecy supposedly in the Bible that say that last shall be first and the first shall be last. But it's a process to it. We got to wake up. We got to wake up and we got to look inside ourselves and know and question the information that we're receiving. Who is it from and what do they gain by giving us the information, right? The Bible is powerful if you understand language, if you understand how words work, not the interpretations, right? Not what somebody say, oh, this is what this means, but then the dictionary say something different. They say, no, that's not what he meant by that. That he said it. That's what he meant. The kingdom of heaven isn't within you. We over here creating heaven on earth, like Jesus said, but we creating it for other people every day and every day, even in social media. But I just, I could go forever, but right now I just need an answer to my question: why and when and how did we become lazy, and why are we still being so lazy? I don't understand. Help me. What are we gaining from it? Do we gain anything from it really? Mm-mm. So see you later.